Where in the world is Ellen? Hey guys, I am currently in Baltimore, Maryland. I just visited my grandparents in Philly, where my grandma asked me endless questions about my travels. This time I recorded them. With that said, I wanted to try a different format for this show. So I would like your feedback. Feel free to email me at ln.lurie@yahoo.com or write me notes on Facebook, on Twitter at Hydrix13, or on my blog at ellenlurie.com. All the information is in the info section of this podcast, but please, please, please let me know if this is helpful, if you would give this to your mother if you want to travel, or if you just really like hearing my voice telling silly stories. With that said, the question that my grandma asked most recently is,
yeah, did you use a money belt the whole time so that you couldn't be,
robbed,
whatever?
And this is how I answer it. I met this Canadian guy named Tony in Ecuador. We kept in touch and decided to meet up in Lima and travel to Cusco while hiking Machu Picchu together. Before I left Ecuador, he warned me about this bus ride down to Lima. Blah, 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 you should wear a money belt. Blah, 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 the Latinos see you as a target and will steal everything from you. Blah, 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 those buses get stopped and robbed all the time. Blah, 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 you should be using a money belt all the time. Blah, 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 you should never take it off. Blah, 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 be afraid of everything. To be honest, I don't know if you caught this, but I usually ignore all of these warnings. Just something about the tension of his voice, though, his stories, and the fact that I just got poorly kidnapped in Ecuador all made me think that maybe I was just getting lucky this whole time, and maybe my luck will eventually run out. So, I donned on my uber-sexy-beige money belt and put everything of a significant value in it. My iPhone, my credit cards, my passport. And I arrived at the bus station late and barely made it onto the bus on time. That was the most exciting part of the trip. The ride was advertised to be 48 hours. You weren't allowed to use the coach toilet for solid waste, only liquid waste. The bus stopped a few times to drop people off, pick people up, but I never knew how long the stop was, so I just stayed on the bus, sitting, cramped, next to a guy who snored and thought my seat was also his, for 52 hours. Yes, 52 hours. The added hours were due to getting stuck behind a herd of goats a few times. I wish I was joking. I got a lot of reading done, though. Did I mention I had 52 hours? No. Oh, I'll say it again. I sat cramped on a bus with all of my valuables in my money belt pressing against my bowels, constantly reminding me that I had to poop and probably shouldn't have eaten the onboard meals of white bread, mayo, and government-issued cheese. But hey, there was a bonus, though. Passengers got their choice of beverage, Inca Cola, it tastes like bubblegum, or brown hot water, which they insisted was called tea.
Eu já lavei o meu carro, regulei o som, já tá tudo preparado.
I won't bore you any of the details of the long bus ride. Let's just say it was long and boring. The entertainment was endless, though. Movies played with audio blaring from the overhead speakers from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. If no movies were available, then the music would be pumped through to remind everybody that this is a party bus. Some of the locals would dance in the aisles or just have arguments with their spouses at ridiculous volumes. I wish I could say that I was scared shitless, but that would be the opposite of what I was. I was full of and scared, because of a warning and anxiety that was given to me by someone else who was unlucky many times throughout their travels. The worst part of this trip was not being able to poop, which made me really uncomfortable. Finally, we get to Lima. Surprise, and spoiler, nothing bad happened to me or to the bus. And this was the last time I used my money belt. I actually, at that point, started using it as a bottle cap collector, but TSA wanted to search it. They thought it was suspicious or something. The moral of the story? Don't listen to other people's fears. Listen to your gut. And health tip, I found this out later, but if you drink lemongrass tea a couple days before your long journey, it acts as an anti-diarrhea agent and a non-cramping alternative to long-time travel woes. So I would like to know your thoughts about this. Do you like this type of podcast? Do you like this type of storytelling? Do you like having the moral at the end of the story? Do you like having my sweet, sweet grandma's voice at the very beginning? You can write a comment on my blog, ellenlurie.com, on Facebook or Twitter, or you can just email me at ellen.lurie@yahoo.com. I hope to hear from you, and I hope you have a great week.
I'd like to thank Gustavo Lima, Ben Sound, and Dexter Britton for their music contributions.